afternoon, or morning. I forget. You guys are first period. It's Mrs. Holtman here, getting ready to get you guys started with what we're going to do today. So what I want you to do, I want you to start out. I want you to, number one, imagine yourself 10 years from now. What is one thing that you hope to see? So we are currently looking at our Who I Am presentations. And I want you to think about what you would want to see in 10 years, okay? The next thing I want you to do, I want you to remember yourself 10 years ago. I know that's a long time ago. What is one thing that you would tell your past self? Maybe something to think about for today, okay? Next, to get us started with our objectives. So our objective today, we are going to complete the Career Interest Profiler in Naviance. We are also going to use these results to determine potential career opportunities for our future that fits our interests. Along with the Career Interest Profiler, you are also going to complete the Career Cluster Finder in Naviance as well. I didn't put all that on there because that is a lot to try to read, okay? The purpose of today, why are we doing this? I want to help you complete your Who I Am presentations, and these are two very important slides that we are going to work on today. I want to help you identify your Holland code so you can see which careers fit your personality type and your interest levels. And I also want to introduce you to Naviance. It is a program that you will use throughout high school. I have seniors right now who are submitting applications to colleges, and they are messaging me about letters of recommendation and looking at classes and core things like that. All of this happens through Naviance. We are going to do a little bit through Naviance throughout this whole semester, so get used to it. So far, you should have these slides finished. Your title slide, slide 2, your poem, your favorite things, values, your high school self, your future self, and slide number 10, which is your references. If you have questions about any of those, please reach out to me. Do not hesitate to reach out to me sooner rather than later. So today, Holland Code goes on slide 8 and Career Cluster goes on slide 9. What you are going to do to start with, I'm going to walk you through this here, and I'm going to walk you through it actually online, all right? You are going to start by going to the school webpage. You are going to choose Avon High School, and then you're going to click on the Guidance tab. Once you get there, you in the middle of the page, it's going to bring up this section right here. You are going to go to the Naviance portal, which I have circled here in the middle. Then you are going to log in. You're going to choose Student Login, and then you should be able to use this Clever feature. If this does not work, you need to let me know immediately because we need to get your information to tech so that they can get it figured out, okay? Go with that first and let me know, please, okay? Once you are in there, you are going to start, again, you are going to do two things. You are going to look to the right corner up at the top, and you are going to see where it says Careers. And you are going to do first the Career Interest Profiler. This is going to give you your Holland code and a few options for careers. This goes on slide 8. There are specific instructions in Schoology for you on the Naviance instructions guide. Once you finish that, you are going to look through the Career Cluster Finder and answer some more questions. These are two very specific surveys that you should answer honestly. They're basically, what do you like, what do you not like? And they're giving you different scenarios to help you narrow down your interests. We all think we know what we want to do or what we want to be. And if you don't, there's no reason to answer these dishonestly. It may seem like a lot of questions, and it kind of is. But that's the point. They want to help you narrow down what you think you would be good at so you get to that level. Okay? Once you're done, there's an assignment on Schoology so you can note some information. I want your Holland code. It is the first 3 letters, first letters of the top 3 that you get from your interest profiler. Okay? And then you're going to list 3 careers that you're interested in that you marked as favorites. Preferably from different levels, which again, I'm going to show you, okay? and then make a screenshot of your career cluster results and paste those in the document. And you're going to turn that into, okay? Next, create your slides. You're going to work on slides 8 and 9, which is again your Holland code and your career clusters. This is Mrs. Holtman's. This is my Holland code, which I'm going to show you how I got that here in a second. Mine is ASE, and explaining that is artistic, social, and enterprising. In a little bit more detail, these are known as the creators, the helpers, and the persuaders. Based on that, I looked at some of the information that they provided me, and it says that I would be a great English teacher. I don't teach English, but I think I could. I would also be a really good social worker, and a executive advertising manager are kind of what fall into this Holland code, okay? And so that's what your slide could look like. My next slide is, oh, there we go. One more. There we go. My top 3 and my bottom 3 career clusters. So my top 3 was human resources, government and public administration, and hospitality and tourism. My bottom 3 were science, technology, math, and engineering and math, or STEM, architecture and construction, and manufacturing. I will tell you this has changed since last year. I do this once a year just to keep up with my likes and dislikes. Last year, education and training was my top one, and government and public relationships was public administration was not on here. The other thing that changed was manufacturing. Manufacturing was not on my bottom 3. It was taken up by another one dealing with math. I don't remember what it was, but it was another one dealing with math. So it does change, and that's why I recommend doing these every once in a while. Okay? All right, let me show you how we are going to get into Naviance. So we are here on the school webpage. We're going to go to select a school, Avon High School, and then you're going to go to guidance. See this guidance button right here? Click on that. And then it's going to bring up Naviance. Now I am staff, so I'm going to log in a little differently, but you are going to log in that way, and you would sign in with Clever here, and I'm going to sign in with my ID, so give me just a second. Okay, so it is loading up the student screen right here, so you guys can see what your screen is going to look like. When you get into Naviance, see it says Demo Holtman. This is just a dummy screen that I can show you guys what it'll look like, okay? Up here is the right-hand corner that I was talking about where it says Careers. This is where you will click down, and right here at the bottom is where you're going to go to the Career Interest Profiler and the Career Cluster Finder. You're going to start with the Career Interest Profiler. Now, I have already done this. I did it today just to make sure my information was available to you. And here are my results. So remember that ASE that I told you about? It came from here. So I got my artistic, social, enterprising, and my bottom 3 are conventional, investigative, and realistic. Okay? So I used that, and I went here. Give me just a second. Haha. Once you have your results, you can go do one of 2 things. You can start here, which is the Guide to Holland Codes on Schoology, and it will break it down for you even further. So it's going to tell you a little bit about each code. So if you got realistic as your top code, it's going to tell you a little bit more in here about what it means. So what are you? What can you do? What do you like to do? And then it gives you some possible career opportunities. Okay? Investigatives, still same thing. People who like to observe, learn, investigate, analyze. Okay, and you just go through, and this is a really nice list that breaks it down for you. Okay. In here, once you get done with your results, go to View Matching Careers. Okay. Now, on this screen, it gives you some preparation, medium preparation, considerable preparation, and extensive preparation. That's basically the amount of training or schooling you would have to get those careers. All right, what I want you to do is take a look at some of them that interest you. These are the ones that really fit your personality. All right, they're the ones that they really think you would be good at. So I am just going to open one up here. Let's say I went into public relations. It tells me an overview. See, enterprising, artistic, and social. It gives me a list of related occupations, jobs that I could get, related majors that I could do in school, and my cluster pathways that might fit that, okay? It's going to give you some knowledge and skills that are most needed, tasks and activities, and how much they make on average. So if I went into public relations, it would not be bad. Okay, so what you're going to do is take that information and look through a few of them, and I want you to favorite at least 3, and you're going to put those on your list. Okay, so at least 3 of them I want you to favorite. All right, once you are finished with that, I want you to go back up to careers, and you are going to do your career cluster finder. Same thing, different questions, you're just going to choose, they ask you to go through the list and choose what interests you, and then they're going to give you your results. So again, these are my top 3 clusters. Right on top, human resources, government and public administration, and hospitality and tourism. Then it shows manufacturing down at the bottom. So this is, again, my bottom 3 right here. Okay, you will see education and training and marketing are right up there at the top for me as well, which is kind of what I do. If you look down here, it will give you a ranking of all of your clusters. This is the picture that I want you to turn in on the worksheet today when you are done with your career cluster finder. Okay, I also want you to kind of look through these. So if I looked at education, again, it's going to show me some areas, some related jobs, things like that that I might be interested in. Okay, again, once you are done, you're going to put this information onto your PowerPoint. Make sure it's on your worksheet as well, and that will complete slides 8 and 9, which means we only have one more slide until we are done with our presentations. Okay, please, please, please do not hesitate to reach out to me today if you have questions. All right, I may set up a Zoom and just check in with everybody today, but if I do not and you need me, please let me know. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.